Hello and welcome to Yoga with Alexandra. I'm Alexandra, aka Flower Yogi. Thank you for joining me on your mat today. We'll be working on toning the body through some balancing postures and improving our muscle strength and stability. So we'll get started standing at the top of our mats. So we'll get started standing at the top of the mat, arches of the feet nice and close together, lifting the toes and pressing them down just to create a nice stable base. And then we'll pull the shoulders back, crown of the head reaches up. So we have this nice long line of the spine, tuck the tailbone down. And on an inhale, we'll reach the arms up, palms kiss together. Lifting up through the fingers, stay rooted down through your heels, through your toes, arms back by the ears. Inhale, look up, slight back bend. And exhale, coming to center. Inhale, look up and back. Exhale to center. Continue to move back and forth with the upper body, inhaling as you reach up and back. Maybe you get a little deeper each time, and as you exhale, coming forward, restacking the spine. We'll do that about 3 more times at your own pace. One more wherever you are. And coming back to center, arms stay lifted. Feel that turning on the arm muscles of the shoulders. We'll inhale, reach up straight towards the sky. And as you exhale, lean over towards the right side. So we're staying nice and long through the side body on the left. And as you reach up and out through those fingertips, palms pressing together, arms back in line with the ears, stay rooted down through the feet so that as you're lifting up, we're also rooting down and having a nice gentle bend through the right side body. One more deep breath in. And on the exhale, we come back to center. Inhale, lift straight up towards the sky. Exhale, go over towards the left side. Same thing. We're rooting down through the feet. Nice and long through that right side body. Arms in line with the ears. Head is framed here. Trying to keep the neck as long as possible. Inhale, reach up and over towards that left side. Stay for the exhale. One more breath in. On the exhale, come back to center. Inhale once more, reach up with the fingers as high as you can. And exhale, bring the hands down at your side. Shake out the arms. Feel that movement of blood flow, of energy in the body. Inhale, arms reach up. And on the exhale, forward fold. Feet are still together, fingertips in line with the toes. And on an inhale, right foot steps back. Low lunge. Lower the knee. Look forward. Planting the hands. Retain the breath as you step back in the high plank. Nice and long through the spine, strong through the arms. Inhale. Stay for the exhale. And then on your next inhale, shift over onto the outside edge of your left foot. Right hand comes up towards the sky. High side plank. So feet can stack here. You can always drop that bottom knee if you need to. Trying to lift up and out with the hips. Maybe you look up towards that top right hand. Option to balance and lift the right leg. Hovering it just a few inches above the left side. One more breath in. And on the exhale, look down, replant the right hand, come back through center. Beautiful. We're already engaging the core. We're turning on the muscles of the legs, of the arms. Inhale, press away from the mat. Exhale, going over towards the right side. Left arm lifts up. Feet can be stacked or slightly staggered. Option to bend that bottom knee. Lifting up through the hips, gaze up towards the sky. Deep breath in. Stay as you exhale. One more inhale, nice and strong arms. Exhale, look down, replant the hand. high plank back to the toes. Inhale, press away. And on an exhale, lower knees, chest and forehead or chin. Inhale, slide forward, cobra. Exhale, fold it down. On an exhale, press it up and back, downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet. And on an inhale, right heel lifts high. Exhale, bend the knee, bring it forward. Low lunge, lower that left knee as you look up. And exhale, back to your forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. And exhale, hands come down to your sides. Without looking, try to bring the feet back together if they're not, if they've separated. Nice, strong posture here. Allow the hands to just rest gently at your sides. Taking a few deep breaths as we move to the left side. Inhale. Exhale, palms together. Inhale, reach up, arch back. Exhale, forward fold. Hands in line with the toes. Inhale, left foot steps back. Option to keep the back knee lifted this time. As you retain the breath, right foot steps back. We'll go into our side planks again. As you inhale, shift over to the left side, reach up with the arm. Always the option to come down to the forearm for a low side plank. We're here for 3, 2. On the 1, look down, pivot back through center. Inhale, press away, nice long spine. Exhale, over to the right. Make sure you're pressing down through all of your fingers on the right side, taking some pressure out of the wrist. Lift up through the left side body so that we're not crunching or allowing the bottom hip to fall down. One more breath in. Exhale, look down, come back to your high plank. Inhale, press away from the mat. Exhale, lower knees, chest, forehead. Inhale, coming forward, cobra. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, press up and back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale, left heel lifts high, 3-legged dog. Exhale, bend the knee, bring it forward, planting the foot, lower the right knee, look forward, inhale. Exhale, step it forward, feet together, forward fold. Inhale, reach up, arch back. Exhale, hands coming down at your sides, beautiful. We'll bring the hands to interlace, pressing the palms forward and up, and then lifting up through your palms as high as you can, stretching the body. Maybe you even come up onto the toes. Feel this long center line, arms still in line with the ears. Deep breath in, stay lifted through the heels. And as you exhale, start to bend the knees, keep that form in the upper body. Bend, 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 so almost like you're in chair, but keep it going. Bring the arms down, hands at heart, or a little hovering toe stand. So knees are forward, crown of the head pulling away from the tailbone. Notice that shake in the legs and the core. Stay with your breath. Try to lift up and out with the glutes, so we're not just sinking our weight into the heels, we're actively pressing away. Legs are activated. Shoulders pull back. One more breath in. And exhale, rolling down onto your back. Lovely. Roll the hips side to side. Hands to your knees. You can draw some circles here. Feeling that heat cultivating in the body. Beautiful. Nice. And then we'll come back to center, lowering the feet down. And then we'll prepare for bridge pose just to warm up as we move towards balancing sequence with wheel. So feet just out of reach of the fingertips. If you can, we'll start to walk the shoulders a little bit more under the body. Feet are fully planted, knees towards the sky. On an inhale, lift the hips high. Stay with your breath. Inhale, lift the pelvis a little more. Chin away from the chest, chest towards the chin, and lower it down. So palms are pressing into the mat. Keep the feet where they are. We'll do that again and hold it for a little longer. Inhale, press up, lift the hips. Maybe walk the arms a little closer to interlace the hands. Stay with your breath here. Pressing the triceps into your mat. Inhale. And exhale, release the bind as you slowly lower back down. Beautiful. So you can readjust the feet if you need to, moving into wheel. If wheel is not in your practice, just continue to practice the bridge. If you are ready for wheel, we'll bring the hands by the ears, fingertips pointing towards the toes, elbows towards the sky, feet hips width distance apart, knees lifted towards the sky. And on an inhale, press into your hands, press into your feet, lift the hips all the way up. Wheel pose. Beautiful. Stay with your breath here. Crown of the head pulls down towards the mat. If you want, you can walk the feet a little closer. It can also help to kind of widen the feet so the toes are pointed towards the outside edge of the mat. Up to you. You can stay here or slowly shifting your weight into your left foot. We'll lift the right foot up, straightening the leg towards the sky. Press away with your hands and that left foot. And exhale, lower it back down. Beautiful. Deep breath in. Exhale out. Stay strong. And gently shift your weight to your right foot in both hands as we start to lift the left leg up, straightening towards the sky. Deep breath in. And on an exhale, bend the knee, plant the foot down. One more inhale as you press away. And on the exhale, gently down one vertebra at a time to your back. Beautiful job. Hug the knees into the chest. Shift side to side. Awesome. Awesome job. And we'll hug the knees in, lift the nose to the knees. And exhale, roll the head back down. Bring the arms wide into a T. And then allow the knees to fall over to the left. Looking out over your right shoulder. Starting to slow your breath. Take a deep breath in and a long sigh out. Taking one more deep breath here. And on the exhale, gently coming back to center and over to the right side. Gaze over your left shoulder. Just observing what sensations are present in your body and your mind. Deep breath in. exhale, melt back through center. Give yourself a good squeeze. And then grabbing the backs of the thighs, we'll start to bend and lengthen the legs as we roll up and down the length of the spine. And coming to stand again at the top of your mat. So we'll start to walk it back towards the center of the mat. Feet can be nice and wide here, heels in, toes are out. Inhale, arms reaching up. And on the exhale, bend the knees, lower the hips, coming down into a malasana. If you need help to get down here, just take your time. However you need to get here, or just bring the knees closer together. Come up a little higher in the seat, whatever works for you. Elbows pressing into the knees if you can. Lift the chest, lift the head. And taking a few deep breaths as we open up the hips. Beautiful. So you may have practiced crow before. So we're going to do crow with a slight variation. So if you want to watch first, you can. We'll go through it twice. So bringing the hands out in front of you like you're setting up for crow. Arms a little wider than shoulders distance apart. I like to point the thumbs slightly towards the top of the mat. And then bending into the arms, we'll come up onto the toes. I like to walk the toes a little bit closer together as well. And lifting the hips as we lift one foot and then the other for crow pose. So this might be where you practice today. So if you're ready to advance your crow, you can practice tripod. To do tripod from crow, we'll gently bring the top of the head down to the mat. It feels scarier than it is, so that the knees are still resting on the elbows. You can stay here and just feel that out, feeling the top of the head nice and connected. We still want a nice long neck. Fingers facing forward, and then you can start to lift both knees up towards the sky. Legs are bent. Just doing one step at a time, and then bringing both feet up towards the sky. To come out, gently bring one foot down and then the other, lower the knees and find your way into child's pose. Taking some breaths. And if you want to give it another try or try for the first time, I'll walk you through it. So just, again, playing around with your crow. Feel free to shake out the wrists in between. And there is a more advanced version where you come out into crow, but we're not going to do that today. We're just going to gently introduce the tripod. There's a few ways to get into this pose, but this is a fun one. So from your malasana, we'll bring the hands down, lifting the hips high. Toes come together, lifting one foot and then the other. In our crow, make sure you're looking ahead so that we're not collapsing down. And so then you'll bring the crown of the head down to the mat, making sure that your stance is strong and your arms are fully planted, keeping the knees resting on the elbows. And when you're ready, you can start to bend the knees up towards the sky, keeping the legs bent. And when you're ready, gently straightening the toes towards the ceiling. So we're just resting on our hands and our top and the crown of our head. Breathing here. And when you're ready, gently bring one foot down, keeping the other foot pointed towards the sky as much as you can to kind of keep yourself from collapsing. And then meeting back in child's pose. Taking some nice breaths here. And when you're ready, sliding the hands forward underneath the shoulders and rolling your way up to a seat Roll the wrists around. Great job today. It's not easy. We'll just finish with a nice forward fold so you can lift the hips wherever you're standing on your mat. Just opening up the backs of the legs. Release the head down. You can keep the feet nice and wide this time. Grabbing opposite elbow. Cooling down your breath. Shake the head yes and no. And releasing the bind. Inhale, halfway lift. And on the exhale, bend the knees, lower the seat all the way to the mat. Center yourself. Send the legs out long. And roll it back for Shavasana. You earned it. Just enjoying this stillness. Taking a deep breath in and a long breath out. Thank you so much for joining. I hope that you continue to work on your balance and return to this practice. Until next time, find rest, take care. And we'll bring one hand to the belly, one hand to the heart. Taking a final deep breath in together. And exhaling, bowing to yourself, your body, your practice. Thank you so much. And we'll see you next time. Om Shanti.